My mic was muted. What's up, guys? We are back for PTRL. Just get started here in just a second. I'm just getting everything pulled up. But we got Monza today, so home race, or I guess the manufacturer's home race. So pretty excited for that. Just gonna load our setup here and head out for a lap. I think pole will be low 19s. I'm hoping that I could do like an 18.9. That would be great. That's my best that I've had so far, but I don't think that that's super realistic, to be honest. So if we could do like a 19.1 or something like that, I would be really happy. So we'll see if we can do it. I think we've got a good shot of winning today, just because of the practice race. Turbo, our biggest rival, he was probably sandbagging, but if he wasn't, then we'll be in good shape. Trying to get our tires warmed up here. Tires are kind of hard to warm up because of the lack of corners, but if we can get them to like 75 degrees Celsius, that would be ideal. All right, here we go. First lap. Have to not invalidate, and we should be good. See what we can do. Ah, bit deep there. That's gonna hurt. This lap's already in the mud, but we'll finish it out. That was good. Ah, I fucked up. We'll see if this lap's any good. I really messed up that complex there, so it might be in the mud. Yeah, this is not going to be a great lap. Decent banker, but you're going to definitely need to improve if you want to get pole. Let's just cut the corner here. We'll see where everyone else ends up. I have to set myself to do not disturb in a second here. think we also have Italy and Jackwagon on Friday too, so this is actually honestly works out pretty well for us. A lot of the guys here race over there, so we'll get an idea of where we're at. I think we've got good pace. The practice race earlier, we were fighting with Zezin, so we should be in good shape as long as we don't get a bunch of track limits, which I did mess up with quite a bit during the practice race. I'll need to be smart to not get more track limits like an idiot. So we'll see if we can do that. My teammate is here today. He's just not in the VC. I'm guessing he probably doesn't want to listen to me yap the whole time, so we'll leave him to his devices. Not the best lap in the entire world, but it is 2/10 clear of second, and I'm gaining time in the final sector, so I'm guessing it's because of battery. Dan is pretty close. I would be concerned about him. Turbo is also pretty close. Dom also somewhat close. 3/10 off in the last sector, though, is a bit concerning as far as lap time is concerned. So, yeah, I mean, in worst case scenario, I think we're looking at like P3 if we like invalidate both of these laps and don't improve. If we can improve by like a couple tenths, like if we can just hook up turn 1 and not go deep like we did the last lap, we should be fine, honestly. I can't tell. We'll need to watch and see if there are any cars starting a lap here. There is, but we'll let him through. Then we're going to speed up here for a second. We know the Mercedes just came out of the pit lane, so just stay predictable. Not an ideal way to start a lap, so if we end up down on this straight, we'll go again. Seems like we're fine, though. Yeah, getting that hooked up already gave us a 10th. Alright, we're 2/10 up right now, so that's really good. Have to not bottle it through here. Not bad. Honestly not great though, but also not bad, so this will be a good improvement if we can hook up this last corner. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's a good improvement. I don't know if I'll be able to do better than that on my last run, so we'll see. We'll just go straight on here. Try and bring these back in gently if we can, just in case. We have 4/10 Clio Spark. We'll see where everybody's at the end of their second runs. If we're still comfortably on pole, I might consider not doing a final lap to save a set of softs for the end. Where'd Berkey go? Nice. Good job from him. Yeah, the further away Turbo Chicken is from second place, the better off we'll be. All respect to Turbo Chicken, of course, but we want him as far away as possible. Oh, where's our teammate? 10th. Not bad. Honestly, I can't ask for much more, to be honest. As long as he's just not DNFing, that's really all I want in life. Dan is faster by a 10th in the last sector, but I'm a 10th faster than him in the first sector and 3/10 in the second, so that helps. All right, let's see if any of them are on a lap. Okay, Dan's on a lap. See where he goes with this. Comes into the pits so he doesn't improve. Berkey on an out lap. All right, well, we'll go out for one more run, but if we're not improving, we'll just like do the first couple of corners, like turn 1 and turn 2, or like sorry, turn 1 and turn 3, turn 4. If we're not improving, we'll just abort and save that soft, because unless somebody has like a absolutely crazy flyer, I think we're gonna be okay. Have to see what everybody else does though. Seems like nobody else in the top 5 setting for Burke. So we'll just ride on board with Berkey and see what kind of lap he looks like he's doing, because that'll be a good benchmark for how much the track is improving here in the latter parts of qualifying. Looked like a decent turn 1, so we'll see where his first sector is. A 26 flat is good. That's a good first sector right there. So we'll see if he used too much battery here going into the second sector. He's deploying a bit there, so I think he's gonna struggle a little bit. It just goes wide, and I think he just invalidated there. Yeah, he's backed out of it, so he's invalidated. Who is on track? Spark is going out. I guess we'll start going out. Like if there's like a safety car and there's only like 3 laps to go after that, we'll definitely hit for soft. So we'll just try and take care of these if we're not improving by a significant margin, which we'll pretty much know like pretty quickly. I mean, Ascari we kind of fucked up, so that doesn't help us very much. Let both of those guys come through. All right, guys, last chance. Here we go. We're pretty much even with our PB at the moment. We are improving, but how much of that was down to the battery? Damn, we don't improve at all. That's rough. We ended up using that soft for nothing, really. But, okay, it's 6% on the front left. Thank you, Salmon Games. I appreciate it, bro. I am, feeling good. Feeling good right now. I just gotta manage the tires and fuel, and we should be good to go. I'm hoping to get a nice Ferrari win at Monza. That would be that would be sweet. So I think you'll have I think you'll be able to move up the field as well. Probably going to be, despite what Spark said, there's probably going to be chaos at turn 1, so you know, it is what it is. I should have honestly saved the extra soft. Couldn't help myself. Yeah, it's kind of, well, the nice thing is you are at the back, right? So that does help. That does help. Race director. We'll look at the. There you go. There's the lap times 500ths off of improving. So bit of a scrappy last lap, but oh well. You can just kind of lift off into turn one, and you'll be in good shape. Probably pick up a couple positions just from that. It'll be interesting to see who tries the one stop and who tries the two stop today. It'll be interesting to see. So, all right, switch this. Can't get my stuff revoked for sharing, quote unquote, sharing setups. So we just got to be careful. Go a little safe there. I think we're pretty much good to go now. Now we just wait for timer to start. We'll see where everybody's headspace is at as far as strategy. Turbo down in 6th place, so he'll have some work to do to God, that was a bad burp. Catch back up. So if we can get a win today, that would be good. We'll be able to build a bit of a gap. We got the extra point for pole. So if we win, he gets second. We get 8 points over him. So go from 18 to 26, which means you just need two more wins and poles to get a race gap, which would be helpful because I'm probably gonna end up missing Monaco, I think. So yeah, you pretty much just have to save in Lesmo 1 and 2 on the mediums. If you just kind of like coast a little bit into the corner and just kind of like try and not like yank the steering super hard, you'll be able to save them just fine. And then you come in on like lap 11 or something like that. And so yeah, I mean, if there's a safety car, basically if there's a safety car before like lap 9 or 10, everybody's, I mean, it's pretty much just everybody's on a two stop at that point. So but yeah, the hards are a better race tire than the mediums today. So it's good to get the shitty tire out of the way first because the mediums have pace for like 3 laps and then they drop off, but you want to get them out of the way first and take harder allocation today because if there's a safety car on like lap 3, you just come in for hards and you pit one more time and you're good. Everybody who stays out is cooked. Their tires are going to be cooked and then they're going to not get the 3 pit stops. So you just play it by ear and do it like that. But yeah, if there's like a lap 1 safety car, obviously, things change a little bit. You don't necessarily have to come in, but probably best to actually stay out if there's a lap 1 safety because it feels so split up. You could lose like 8 positions if people just decide to stay out, and then you're stuck behind all that traffic. So even if you have the fresh tires, it doesn't even matter because you're just stuck behind so many slow people. Decisions. There's lots of decisions to be made, and hopefully we don't pull a Ferrari strategy and cook ourselves based off of that. Oh yeah, I forgot to do one thing, so I'm honestly glad I remembered that. Here we go. That's why. Always these moments before the race starts that it's like you know, very nervy, right? Like if I had a heart rate monitor, I do. My heart rate's 120 beats per minute right now, 110, 112. Heart always gets it going before a race. And then I sweat my ass off, so uh make sure everything's all good one more time. That's 2 point. Yep. All right, we're good. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Our little tour de Monza before the race starts over here. All right. Make sure we get a good grid box. Nice. Point 2 is great, and we're positioned pretty well. Track kind of like goes. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a big Ferrari win here at Monza, Dom. Come on. We gotta get ready, you know, Forza Ferrari, let's go. Where's the passion? Where's the passion? All right, here we go. You can start from us. Bit of squabbling behind will help us out. Turbo already up into third. That's a great first corner from him. Oh, got caught out by the cold tires a bit there. Thank you, Dom. They're out of battery, but The one thing I don't want to do here is start towing these guys along, so I hope that they sort of go to battle with each other. Yeah, exactly. Let them scrap. Fine if he wants to go past. Both of these guys are gonna have nothing. These guys, man. Can use a bit to defend here. Tired of these guys coming past me. Again, man. Yeah, it is. Okay, he's still there. Stay out an extra lap. Might be able to give ourselves a bit of an advantage if there's a safety car or something. We'll have fresher tires to the end as well. Make sure we have everything right selected. All right. Turbo should be on a 2-stop as well, so whoa, careful there, Junior. Jesus.
Okay, we've got 12 laps of fuel remaining.
We gotta work together to go. If this was go-karting, I'd be doing this, but naughty, but it's fair. Now we're just chasing this guy down for the win right now. Can't really afford to use a ton of battery right now, so he needs to be smart here. Really help me if Berkey doesn't try something fucking stupid here. Oh my god. Okay, I have nowhere to go. Come on, man. Racecraft. You gotta use your head. If I help Dom out, he'll probably let me stay in his tow. Trying to keep these guys out, Dom. Thank you for the follow. Okay, dude, come on. I try to have a fun battle in the spirit of fucking racing, and this guy just puts me in the mud. Uh, that was a tough one. We'll have to see if some of the yeah, thank you, appreciate it. I'll have to see if some of the incidents were. We'll see what happens, but finishing in first while your championship rival finishes 10th is pretty good. I think things were pretty clean other than the last lap incident and some of like the little bumping and rubbing, but I don't think that that will be that big of a deal. We'll see if Dom's gonna try and get his 3-second removed, so we'll see. But I'll count up his track limits and we'll see if he can even get it removed to begin with. But it is what it is. Good race. We'll have a look at the race director and then we'll look at some of the incidents. Let's see. If he does get the penalty removed, then he wins the race. So, I mean, if he does, then congrats to him. He did a great race. It was very difficult to like get anything done really in terms of pulling away, just because as soon as you got into first place, the battery would kick in and you'd just be cooked pretty much. So we'll see. Let's have a look at the race director. 1 warning. 2 warning. Oh wait, 3 warnings. 4 warnings. 4 warnings. So that yeah, 3 seconds not gonna get removed as far as aware, because he got the 3-second here somewhere, and that is going to cause him to still be at 4. So I'll save the race replay. So I'm sure we'll be added to some tickets. There was some bumping and rubbing, so but otherwise it was a good race. GG to everybody. Thank you, Benji and Examined Games and Dom and everybody else who's watching the stream. Supra, I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be commentating on the IRL YouTube for their tier 2, I think. So other than that, I'll be back on Wednesday for what's it called? PRL, their second round. So I'll catch you guys then. But until then, I'll see ya. Thanks.